is to have an argument throughout it, like that moment outside the pub when we first eyeball to eyeball, is to reference that before the fight. So there's these little moments in there that are not just not good, you know, mindless violence. There's an argument for
In
that.
actual fact, in a previous incarnation of the script, there was going to be a fight outside the pub. There was actually going to be, essentially, Gold is kind of playing up this kind of like, oh, you lot, you all know something, and all that stuff. And he kind of gets into an actual tangle with the bad guys. And when he's doing it, he's basically seeing what they do. He sees, like, you know, Marshall's earring, he sees, like, Lambert's got a knife, and all of that. He basically lets himself get beaten up. And we, through various reasons, that eventually came out. And I'm kind of glad we did, although maybe we should have done another fight somewhere in the middle, I don't know. But
in truth, I spent my entire wrestling career getting beaten up, and I said, Ross, I'm leaving wrestling to become an actor. There's no way I'm having a single scene where I'm just getting beaten up. I've done enough of that, I've moved on.
I'm just going to be more diplomatic. But, but from that came the idea that every time Gold then meets one of these characters, it's where we left off from. And then obviously Marshall specifically references it, saying, you know, I've been looking forward to this ever since outside the pub. But kind of the idea is that he kind of picks up from that point, from those sequences. At least that was the idea. So, yeah.
Okay, thanks. So we're going to open up questions to our audience now. So I'll go this side. Oh.
Can I just quickly say, 5-3, guys. 5-3. None of this 6 anything.
So I'll walk up this side. Mike's going to take the other side. So anyone got any questions to ask? Put your hands up.
5-2, actually.
Let's go start from the front. Shall we, Nanny?
5-6. Yeah.
Hello. First thing, congratulations. It was a lot of fun, definitely. And I have 2 quick questions. First one is, what was your inspiration in terms of the tone of the movie? I'm kind of seeing shades of Commando, probably, but in a very interesting setting.
Here we go.
What you opened?
References.
Yeah,
but in a very interesting setting. Second question is, there are some unusual choices. Probably the most unusual is you lose the final fight with Gary Daniels. So what was the thinking behind that?
Shall I do the first bit? You do the second?
Go ahead.
I'll do the first bit. So you can talk about the fight with Gary. Shades of Commando.
Yeah.
It's about 72% Commando.
Yeah, I just wanted to be kind. It's fun.
50%, we'll have to do a measurement. To be blunt, I've said it, I'm starting to start the record. I'm going to remake Commando till they pay me to do it for real. And hopefully we'll yeah, Commando, 80s action films, 70s action films like Point Blank and Get Carter. There's a lot of detective work. You know, we sort of built this story up after the first 10 minutes of action. The whole idea was kind of, he's almost like a gumshoe. He's like looking at the house. He's building up this, you know, the world of what's going on. So there's sort of a, I'll get it really straight. My directorial influences are people like Walter Hill, Sam Peckinpah, John Frankenheimer, and there's a few others, obviously. But that kind of style. So yeah, Commando for sure. Plus various other 70s and 80s. I hope that helps.
Okay.
There we go. On to the final fight. You're right, I did need some assistance winning that one. Thanks. That was actually a bit of a bone of contention between me and Ross. We had a vigorous debate about it. I personally was of the impression that I should have been winning that fight on my own. Ross was adamant that he wanted to do it his way. It's his film, why not? And to be fair to him, he wanted to do it differently. He didn't want to just be a standard fight. The good guy wins, he fights for everyone, he wins in the end. So the psychology behind it, in terms of how I justified it to myself there, was first of all, Gold has been fighting through 15 people at this point. He's been stabbed, he's got his nose broken, which has been broken 15 times already, so it wasn't that bad. But there's blood all over him, his eyes are beat up and stuff. So he's battered and he's getting in there with a completely fresh hatchet. So already he's starting on the back foot. On top of that, there was one specific concession that Ross gave me in the final film, in the final cut of the fight, where I have Gary Daniels up against the wall and I'm beating on him and I give him, like, I think I say, have you got any last words or something like that before I essentially kill him. And what I really wanted to throw in there was what we call in wrestling a heel move, which is where he spits the blood in my eyes, which it's such a nasty thing to do, such a dirty thing to do with like no hero or no lead in a film would ever do something like that because it's such a low move. The concession that I had was, look, if he's going to get back on top of me from this point where I have the fight essentially won, I want something really nasty. So it was the spitting of the blood in the eyes that temporarily blind me, going straight back to that spot on me where I'd been stabbed and then pulling out the choke. Plus, in addition to that, it has to be said, even though Frost came in at the end and shot him, the fight technically wasn't over, and Ross was like, you still might in theory pull something out here, who knows? I was like, okay Ross, I get it, we're going to go your way. So that was the psychology, and for sure there was a fairly vigorous debate about it on the day, and probably prior to that too. And, I'm glad you picked up on that.
Thank you.
It's an interesting point, thank you.
Any other questions, guys?
Hi, Ross.
Hey!
How are you? I just wanted to point out the...
Hang on. Hi, Andres.
Hi. Just wanted to point out the great music and production design.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
yeah, just wanted to say if you have some
Up
words.
there. Thank you, Anthony.
Yeah. I just wanted to make a point out of it.
Yeah.
Really, really good. You want to say something, Anthony?
Just very quickly on that point. I'm not kidding when I say it was a very fast prep for Vengeance. And when I met Anthony, we had a great chat in your place. It was great. And then when we were sort of set, I referred to Anthony as our rock star production designer, not knowing about the music. No, no, but I mean about the music aspect of it. And so, yeah, so I'm just saying that came together brilliantly. We've got a lot to thank you for. Absolutely, thank you. Guys, please, thank you. And a lot of the reviews do pick out the music, and I was so pleased. And actually, without getting too emotional, I'm going to get emotional, the first time that I heard the first part of the score, I cried twice, like properly. I mean, yeah, it was really terrible. No, no, I really did. I cried twice. It really moved me a lot.
We did when we saw the check.
You had a check? Jeez.
Okay, so I think we've got enough time for one more question. I saw a hand up here, so...
One of the things I thought the film was very successful in doing was making you feel the pain of every strike. I was wondering, what was the martial arts background that the actors had?
Okay, well, I don't really have a martial arts background per se. My background is professional wrestling, which is essentially, for those who don't know, simulated fighting, which I've done for about 15 years. And through professional wrestling, you end up wrestling a bunch of guys who have different styles. Some have martial arts styles, some are more brawlers, some people are 7'4" and 500 pounds, some people are 100 pounds and they spin in the air 20 times and kick you in the head. So you end up with a good ability to work with a diverse range of people. Gary Daniels, had an incredible film career, but prior to that he was I think he was a kickboxer, right? He was a world champion kickboxer of one division, so he's insanely good with his feet and his fists. Mr. Larkin, do you want to take it from there?
I've got a karate background. I trained in karate for 5 years, and also boxing as well. And a bit of Glasgow, Sucky Hall Street Saturday night. That's it. That gets a clap. Fleur?
Oh, I didn't have to do a lot of fighting in it actually, but I've got a dancing background and I did a lot of combat at drama school, but there was a high kick where I kicked Kevin Leslie, who played Dan Mason, that was very choreographed, and actually Gary Daniels helped me a lot with that. I think I was leaning on Ross, standing on a box, and then had to just plant my foot on Kevin's chest. But there was actually, I think I'm all right in saying that Barnes was supposed to be doing a lot more action than I did. I think they adapted the role slightly, and then when Gold and Barnes have their final bit, I think you were going to shoot me, and it got changed right at the last minute, and we went with the stabbing in the ribs and strangulation, which obviously was quite a lot to work with on set. So there was a lot for me to take on board, but it was great. Yeah, I got to talk how to use a gun. It was great fun.
Okay, thank you so much. We're going to have to wrap up the Q&A now because we have to move on, unfortunately. But I just want to thank you all for coming, and obviously thank our panel here for coming up for the Q&A as well. Film's great, I'm sure everyone here loves it, I love it as well. Yeah, just so grateful, thank you very much.
Thank you guys. Thank you everybody.
So we're gonna give out our short film awards very shortly. As you can see, we have the envelopes here. So if you wish to stay for that, that'd be great. Also, when you're leaving, we have a donation box at the front. We're going to be donating some money today to charities. Probably Medi-Cinema will be one of them as well. And also we'll have some giveaways if you donate. We've got some Predator goodies up there with Will, the man with his thumbs up. So if you're kind enough to donate, they'll have a chance to get some goodies as well. That's not a bribe, I promise it's not a bribe. So are we going to go straight into the awards, or? We are, okay, so. I'm not sure. Have we got all our short filmmakers here? Have we got our people here? Okay.
Yes, so we'd like to do the awards for the short films, please. Is Joaquin here, please? Joaquin Ortega, could you come down, please? I'd like to present the Best Action Choreography, if that's all right. Chloe is here to help with the translation, please. Can we get Rita and Ed down stage?
It was this time.
He's a stuntman, he's a stuntman. So I just want to introduce Joaquin first because I'm really happy that he's here. He is the director of the No Identity Film Festival in Spain. It's an action film festival and he calls it NIAFS. It's a very long name, so that's the acronym. They just had their 5th edition last June, and it's a whole week of just action madness, you know, amazing films, awards, everything. I'm so happy that he's finally come to Fighting Spirit because I've been to his festival twice now, and he's finally here to join us. So thank you very much for coming, and would you like to announce the winner, please?
The winner is Best Action Choreography, Frank Ed Novak. Me gustaría decir unas cositas, ¿no? Porque quiero dar las gracias a Gwen, Sue, por haberme invitado este año a ser el miembro del jurado del festival.
I'd just like to say something small, just to say thank you to Wayne and Sue, and for having me to be a juror for this festival.
Thank you. Thank you.
Quiero invitar, al igual que hice ayer, ¿no? Con la película de Debt Collector, a Ross, en el NIAF del año que viene. Quiero ver tu nueva película.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Y quiero invitaros a todos a Sevilla, a España, para que vengáis al festival, al único festival de cine de acción que hay en España, en Sevilla, y del cual soy director, así que estáis todos invitados el año que viene en junio.
I just want to give a shout out to the Debt Collector, and also I want to invite all of you. You're all invited.